My name is Sebastian Oreb. I'm an elite level powerlifter. I train some of the strongest athletes in the world. At the World's Strongest Man, I coached Hafthor Bjornsson. Training Thor was the pinnacle of my training career. I'm a strength coach and he's the strongest man on the planet.
7 years ago, Sebastian met the untrained Alex.
Some of the numbers that he was doing on day one were just absolutely massive. Where he's come from there is just phenomenal. He's top 10 in the world in powerlifting competition at his second ever powerlifting comp.
He could squat 435 kilos, but to do that meant he was 180.
The physical size of your neck, your traps, your head, just to carry that weight. When I try and sleep at night, I couldn't sleep properly. I couldn't just get air through my lungs. I was getting anxiety just going to sleep. Life's not fun that heavy.
How patient are you, Alex, in respect of waiting for the opponents to come along and ascending through the sport?
I don't want to have a short career in the sport, I want to have a long career. So it's not about getting to the top tomorrow. It's about being there and staying there for a long time. And I think I have the potential to do that, so I'm patient and I'm willing to put in the work.
The work is spread according to skill set. At the centre is Tama Tehuna, who first saw Alex 3 years ago.
Keep coming in like once a week. I said to him, man, I said, you should fight, man, because, you know, I've been around a lot of big, scary guys, and he's one of the scariest guys I've ever seen.
It's the gaps in Alex's repertoire that Tama wants to plug.
His ground game, a high-level submission guy is going to try and, you know, wrap around his neck. He's got to tick all those boxes for defence. His striking's good enough as it is.
My game plan is always going to be try and hit first and put him down. So when you start facing that really good overseas competition, yeah, the big concern is how I go on the ground, if they can take me down.
Alex Simon's AFC debut lasted 11 seconds. The longest of his 5 fights has been 30. No amount of ability will get Alex to the octagon if he can't make 120 kilos.
Will you still be able to hit as hard?
I think if you're still 120, you're still a very big man. But with the extra speed you'd pick up, hopefully it will compensate for the strength loss.
Weight adds to power. The lighter you are, your punches aren't as heavy, but they're still going to be explosive. I don't think anyone's going to match his power at 120 kilos.
As the weight came off, his agility came back. A kickboxer friend took him to Dave Millward.
The first session that I'd had with him, I'd gone through some basic stuff with him, but the first time he actually hit me, I actually stopped and looked over at the fella that brought him down, Jaber, and went, that's not normal.
This little man's called Jacob, little Jacob Anthos Simon.
His son and wife Mary are the drivers of everything Alex does.
And I asked him, what do you want Jacob to say about you when he's 16, 17? He just said, I just want him to look up to me as his biggest inspiration.
Little Jacob's Spartan grandfather told his son about Greek mythology. Leonidas, Achilles, Alexander the Great, Zeus. Alex now takes them everywhere.
He always used to read stories to me when I was a kid going to bed. So I always looked at it like, oh, this is the ultimate. So I always wanted to kind of be in that same category. You just think of something to be proud of and people to remember you by as a tough warrior.
There is absolutely no comparison to the power that Alex has got. You cannot believe the shock value of his punch. It's insane.
If I had to coach someone to fight Alex, I'd make a joke and say run or yeah, get out of there.
Training tied to Avasa gives Tama's colleague Stevie Ashby a measure of Alex.
You think because he's so big that he's going to slow down, but it doesn't slow down. He's just so fast and strong. I haven't seen anyone like it, actually.
30 years that I've been around the sport of boxing, and I've never felt the power that Alex has. Who is going to want to fight something that is that powerful and strong? It's like fighting an animal.
I just somehow think that my safety is on the line, that I can't be the nice, friendly, big guy anymore. I try and think that I'm fighting for my life, so I'm trying to defend myself, and that usually fires me up a bit.
He turns on a switch. He turns a switch. He has the ability to be humble outside the ring. Then he steps into the ring and he's got this switch that just goes from 0 to 10 in 2 seconds. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. It's so rare what he has. He has got what every person in boxing or any fighting sport wants, and power, and he's got an abundance of it. It's insane the power this guy has.
Sorry, bro.
Alex has the attributes required to reach the highest level in strength sports. He knows what it takes to be the best. That's going to have a direct carryover to reaching the highest level in combat sports.
Tama says the UFC is watching.
Everyone wants to see that beast heavyweight. There's lots of heavyweights that had a lot of experience, had a lot of fights, really good kicks and really good combinations, but Alex, as we all know, he's a pure beast, and when it comes to entertainment, everyone wants to see that beast unleashed.